So a little background here, folks. When it says the sea is made of solid bronze, it weighed several tons. We're still trying to figure out how they managed this furniture around. Inspired by the Holy Spirit to Moses on its dimensions. And you're going to notice it says it was 45 feet around. So go like this, just on your paper, go around, right, 45. And then how far across, folks? Yeah, so there's your diameter. There's 15. Now in the margin, just write C divided by the diameter. And we know C divided by the diameter should be the constant pi. Right? Okay. Now, 45 divided by 15, you really should do that without a calculator, but if that's where your brain cells are at, do that by a calculator if you have to. Yep. Okay, so we get C divided by D if we just look at those two numbers, and it's 3, and I've seen this on skeptics' websites. Okay. Most often is what gets overlooked. Don't pay attention to is the fact that the Bible specifically mentions thickness. This is solid bronze. So let me show you. This is an image looking face down. Okay? So what it says, when it says 45 around, because the water is what was important when they gave the dimensions, the 45 is on the inside rim. The 45 is on the inside rim, because that's where the water was. Follow with me here, folks. The 15 feet, it's huge. Yeah, it was huge. Straight across, like this, was the 15 feet. Notice that 15 feet is not the direct diameter of the 45. Okay? Instead, the diameter is going to be 15 minus, go like this with your pencils, 4 inches on either side. Yes, 2 times 4 inches. So you're going to go in, there was thickness specifically mentioned. So we take 15 feet, we're going to minus 8 inches. That is not 7, folks. That is 14 feet and 4 inches. That's 12 inches, 12, 8 inches. It's inches, not feet. Okay, now, we're going to take that 4 and divide by 12. Get a decimal, please. Okay, so our diameter is actually going to be, the true diameter is 14.33. Now, I'd like you now to take your circumference 45 divided by the true diameter, 14.33. Take that number, round it to the second decimal place, which is
Oh, whoa. It's time. It's time. We missed Pi Day.
No, we didn't. This used to be very close to Pi Day, this particular lesson, but I had to shove it a day because of my jury duty. Because I didn't want to do this. Alrighty, guys. So you just noticed, now I'm not going to get very deep into it. There's another example of someone who used the Bible. Okay. Now, there was a doctor, his name was Lister. Okay? Dr. Lister. He started reading one of the higher books of the Bible, Slug the Raven, and it's incredibly detailed. There's all these rules about cleanliness and really very detailed. And Lister looked at it, asked himself, well, if this is God's word, how do you reason why there's all these rules about cleanliness? We decided I'm going to implement the into a hospital setting and see what happens. Now, not originally, obvious reasons, because what he thought people deemed him was just not required money because some things. But the surgery rate went down below 10%. That's about years other people started figuring out after he published it. No, he's not a religious. And therefore we have he was a pioneer of disinfectant and surgical settings. You guys know Dr. Lee for. Here's the namesake. The company of Listerine, disinfectant. I'll give you a shot at extra credit. Turn to the front page of today's notes. Start reading the first problem, folks. Start reading the first problem. Lights, please, Rachel. Thank you, ma'am. Start reading the first problem, folks. Have your calculators, example 1. All right, guys, listen up. Stay right with me, and like I said, we're really close to me hacking a page. If you can stay right with me. I have 3 people. Your eyeballs are not facing my direction. All right, guys, we have an area, and we want the circumference. Instantly, just start with our equation. C, D pi, I, C, D pi. Apple, pi, really, really good. Make sure you keep parentheses around the R squared, because you're only squaring the radius. Now we're going to circle, plug, chug. We are given the area, so right underneath, write the area. 125 pi centimeters squared. I'd like you to circle the 2 A's. They're equivalent, right? So we can come over here, we can make pi r squared equal to 125 pi. Treat pi like a number. It is a number. We're trying to get that radius by itself. So the first thing we're going to do is divide pi out. Do not touch the calculators, folks. We're going to do this in exact pi form. Do you see those cancel? Okay. 125. All right, so now we're going to square root. Do not touch the calculator. That's 5/4. And then that breaks down to 5 and 5. Yeah, so we just figured out that it's 5√5 is our radius. So in the margin, draw a little baby picture of 5√5. This is called exact form when you use radicals and pi. Pencil should be moving. I'd rather you not. All right, guys. Now I'd like you to trace the diameter. Trace the diameter. In 5 seconds, you're going to stop the diameter. Out loud, what's the diameter? So we go like this, times √5. We bring down the pi. It's 2 times 5/5. And then watch your units. Area is squared. Circumference is only one dimension. That, my friends, is your answer. That's called exact pi. Okay, let's do another one. I can. Yes, I can. There you go. 10 root 5 pi centimeters. Okay, ready? I'd like you to put your finger right there. Read that out loud to yourself. Underline what's important. Go. All right, let's start with what you have, guys. Physically trace around it. And we just were told that this is 34.56 meters. Right underneath it, I'd like you to write the equation. Circumference equals d pi. If this is equivalent, these are equivalent. So you're going to write 34.56 equals d pi. Stay right with me. No line. There's no talking right now. Stay right with me. Okay, step one, you're going to divide by pi. So using the pi key on your calculator or 3.1. I'm going to land on someone. Oh, shit. 2, 1. What you got now? Your diameter? It should be a whole number, basically, there. 11. Okay, yes. You got it right. That's 11. Now, we want the area. Fabulous. Apple pie. Really, really good. So, if your diameter is 11, your radius is half. So it's 5.5 squared. Okay, ready guys? On your calculator, I only want you to square 5.5. That's it. I'm going to land on someone in about 10 seconds. Don't say it out loud. 5.5 squared. Just 5.5 squared. You only square the radius, folks. Okay, Lockwood, what'd you got? Okay, so your final answer, we're going to leave it in pi form. 30.25 pi, check units, meters, squared. There's your answer. Alrighty, folks. I'm going to do one more, and I'm going to give you a shot at extra credit. I'd like you to read that problem, finger on the paper, go. Underline what's important.
Okay, this is also 30.
So, I always physically dealing with perimeter, trace it around. That tells your brain what you're finding. The easiest way to do this is just to break it down into pieces. Let's trace those pieces and pull them out here. That's a piece. And obviously we have that piece right there. Okay, the reds are easy. They're both what? Okay. So we got 30 and 30. Make sure you get your units. The green is out what? Out loud? Now, the only tricky part is that we have half a circle, a piece of the circumference. So we got C equals d pi, but over 2, because it's only half. Okay, ready? I'd like you to come over here. I'd like you to just draw in the full circle. Draw it in. Because what we want is half. It's half. Got it? Okay. Now, physically trace that diameter. Donna, can you tell me what's the diameter of our circle there? 18. Yes. And the reason is these guys are the same. So right there, you're going to put 18 over 2 pi. That's why you physically trace it. You're going to get the decimal version of that because you have to add it to something else. Get me the decimal version. You have 10 seconds. Second decimal place. Riley, what'd you get? 28.27. Now, all the way around, simply add up all 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put that number right in the middle with the giant P. Go. When you're done, ask me what the date on that. Don't remember.
I got it. When would you get?
All righty, guys. Listen carefully to my instructions. Let's try
That's all.
Turn the page, folks. Turn the page. Turn the page. All righty. Ready, folks? As a team, here's the rules. With all the work, I'll give you a 5 minutes right now.